How big is your YouTube following?
I don't know what happened there, but I think we're back.
The days when you just measured everything by Twitter.
See, the problem is YouTube. It's gonna create a whole new freaking stream.
Excuse me. Excuse
Yep.
me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I think it's working. Testing, testing. Are we back? Can you hear me?
As he screams into the void.
I was mid-bite my dinner.
For those who are just tuning in and finding this now, go check out the other stream that we just ended for part 1. Welcome back to part 2.
Don't we love the way YouTube works?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate how YouTube makes an entirely new link. Like,
So
people on
weird.
Twitch are
Like,
great.
why would they do that? You know?
Hi, Agent
Hello,
James.
Agent James.
Whatever. Yeah, Agent James. Yeah. All right. So if you guys don't want to have to find a new link every time the stream crashes, which for some reason is like constant, go ahead and watch on Twitch.
Also, you get little globs on Twitch.
Yeah, which you can use to buy curry favor with the gods. All right. Let's continue. Sorry, go ahead. You
Okay.
were.
Yeah, so when the stream crashed, Mithra was talking with a former student, an
Former
alum
student?
of her transmuter school. So, so she was in the middle of having like a full body like reaction to the mention of Valaris Okru. So Valea says, Don't tell me you're trying to get an internship here. This is save yourself while you can. I know this
We're
one's
back,
easy to get, but
bitches.
there are better things that you can do. You don't want to get stuck here.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes I've been getting. Are you okay?
I mean,
Everyone.
so, I mean, everybody works for a shitty boss eventually, right? But she's gonna look around the room and make sure like nobody's like within direct earshot. If you can avoid it, don't come here. Oakroot is an absolute nightmare. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many times that I've been stuck here for 24-hour shifts because demand was increased, as she does like air quotes?
Is that allowed?
Not technically. So okay. There's expectations. Let's just say Valaris has been with the Transmuters Guild for a very long time, and his word carries weight with the biggie bigs. I know. So TK used to work here. Did the whole thing, the 4 years through transmutation school, got the all the wizard certifications, proved that he was a solid wizard. Told Valaris he was not going to be, or told Oakroot that he was not going to be doing these double shifts anymore. Say TK, he's not been doing well. Let's say last time I saw him, he had to move down to 40.
40?
Like to 40.
That far?
Yeah, he couldn't find work as a transmuter. Like nobody will hire him. He's brilliant, and because he stood his ground, like he's blacklisted basically.
I'll kind of also make a not make a show, but kind of do this similar like look around thing. It's like, well, okay. If you to be discreet, I'll kind of lean in a little bit closer. I was talking with another former classmate of mine, and not exactly the same thing, but she was experiencing some abuses of power as well, and call me arrogant, but that shouldn't be allowed. Even if he
Wait,
is brilliant.
Wait. Who said that? Was it somebody here now?
For their sake, I'd rather not say their name, and also just for, like, your own protection. In case someone else comes snooping. But yes, current employee.
She looks a little disappointed when you won't share.
He wants the hot goss. Where's the water cooler? Blah, 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 blah.
Your insight before was pretty absurd. The disappointment is almost like coupled with desperation.
Okay,
Like
and
he needs
if
people
I
to like.
if I pick up on that, then now okay, and I'll kind of like do like the head swivel again. Is there anyone potentially eavesdropping on us before I start spouting off?
You see Othala's like half of her face like peeking out from the break room door.
Besides
No.
Othala.
Othala is fully just
I'm
watching.
kidding. No, I think what Othala's actually doing in this moment is she's like waiting for Mithra to do her thing, and as she's waiting in the break room, she's like kind of looking around. She's gonna go over to the magic ice box and open it, and she's like, "Right, I'm a little famished. She didn't get the donuts that apparently she imagined she had, or they weren't as filling
She's
as
gonna
she
find
was hoping
Vanasha's
for."
sandwich.
Yeah, and I 100% see a gorgeous looking sandwich that says "Stay away, Lanasha" on it in like scribbly writing with like a napkin taped to the top of it, and she's like, "Well, that looks like that's just for me," and she'll pull it out and start eating it.
Damn. Watch
Excellent.
the guy have laced it with laxatives just to get back at Lanasha.
Oh shit! Actually, yeah. What kind of
So-
sandwich what's a sandwich look like?
It's like a club sandwich. There's like watercress in it for some reason.
Does it look safe to eat? Like, does it look?
Yeah,
like a
it's
good
fine.
Obviously, I'm gonna inspect it a little bit. Like, does it look okay?
The bread's a little bit stale, and yet a little wet. You know, like when you store a sandwich in the refrigerator, like all the moisture from the contents like seeps into the bread.
That's the fucking worst. Is there anything better in this fridge that I can take? That's gross.
Yeah, let me just be picky about the food that I'm stealing.
She's not stealing. She's just
Mm.
borrowing.
Are you
You're
borrowing? Are you gonna give it back?
I'll leave
There's
some
a,
money in this place.
There's a like a bento box in there that's got like some dried sausage and like a hunk of cheese in it. There's a Grimtex thermos.
Ooh.
That inside, like, who knows why they put it in the fridge, because inside there's like piping hot soup.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like a broccoli cheddar, and you can see like there's like overlarge, like chewy chunks of broccoli in there.
I'm at soup. Sorry.
Yeah, there's
Mm.
it is all homemade. There's
Options.
yeah.
I think
Oh,
I'll get bored of looking at the fridge, like at the items in the fridge, and be like, "This is not quite up to my standards." I'll just put everything back, but I'll throw the sandwich away because I'm like,
Oh my god!
that's clearly gone bad. He is not going to want to eat that. That is disgusting. But I'm also keeping an ear out. You said that you could kind of hear through the walls or like in the halls, like hear the people
there's-
talking about the ruckus outside.
Yeah. So
I
there's
want to
no
keep
like
my ear out for
door.
that.
Yeah, there's no door on the break room or anything. And then like through the window you can hear like the sounds of police activity.
And I just listen for like sounds of what might be going on. I did take the observant feat, so I don't know if that helps my case in being able to hear such weird chitter chatter, but
Actually, I think that would. Let me double check. If I don't think they changed it for 2024, did they? Observant like lets you read lips and stuff.
No, it is different. Hold on, let me look at my features and traits. It's just surprisingly, it doesn't let you read lips as far as what it says. It says, ability score increase of enter wisdom increased by 1, and then you get something called keen observer. Choose one of the following skills: insight, investigation, or perception. If you lack proficiency with a chosen skill, you gain proficiency in it, and if you already have proficiency in it, you gain expertise in it. And then you can do something called quick search. You can take the search action as a bonus action. So I guess you can't technically read lips anymore, but you're just really good at observing. So maybe you can read lips sometimes if you roll good. It's just not automatic.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's what observant used to let you do. So, but we'll go with it as is. Oh, I see why they balanced it out with like bumping your intelligence or wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it used to do that.
And the quick search, I think, is new. I never heard of that.
The quick search is new, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so you're gonna keep an ear out for any conversations of discontent or anything like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. So, yeah, while Othello's keeping an ear out, we will return briefly to Mithra. Othello. Shakespeare's Othello.
Yes, Othello.
Now it's the winter of our discontent.
Yeah, as you look around Mithra, there, besides Othello, who's like obviously paying attention,
Obviously.
the rest of the room, there are people who are like taking surreptitious glances up at you because you're a non-known quantity that's just like floating through the work floor here. But nobody's willing to like stick their neck out enough to like call you out on it. The air of all the workers here is like very much like a keep your head down kind of mentality. So
work 9 hours. What do you get?
Not getting paid enough.
Okay, so if I notice her specific like reaction though, I'll keep my.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go first.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah. So to reiterate, like there's an air of desperation to the like, oh shit, did you know somebody who complained?
And
Is she still alive?
I'll hesitate a little bit, somewhat for show. I'm like, no, well, okay. There hasn't been a formal complaint, let's say. However, I have reason to believe that Oakroot might be up to some shady shit. And and I'm gonna kind of glance in Othala's direction and kind of indicate my eyes.
I look away very quickly, like, oh, no, don't look at me. I'm just a normal person. I'm supposed to be here. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I'll be like, there are some interested parties who...
Wait. Interested parties?
Let's say people who won't get immediately fired for talking about how shit the boss is.
Oh. Wait, her? Is she?
She doesn't work here. I'm gonna.
Is she one of
Do I see any Grim Tech around?
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay, not the worst. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. There is a, like, at the far back of the work floor here, there is a door, like a single door in the back wall of the workspace. Yeah, it's got like a little view, like a window in there. We as the players have a moment of dramatic irony here, as this is the like in line with the conveyor belt that was putting the stuff out for Kayla. So yeah, as you look around, you don't see anything specifically, but there is a locked door at the back of or like a closed door rather at the back of the room.
Okay. Sorry. I was more going for, is there any like Grimtech like emblemology around here that I could kind of like eyeball to imply that I
Oh.
have some sort of
Yeah. So for more general purpose stuff, like Grimtech crates like exist basically everywhere, within any like places of import in this city. So for like long-term storage, toward one side of the room for like reagents, particularly things that are like sensitive to time and temperature, there's like a set of like Grimtech lockers, with like glass doors that like you can look in and see the reagents without opening it.
Okay, so I'd kind of do like a off in the general direction and like eyeball the like look at a thing that is very obviously Grimtech, and then look back at Othala, and then be like, yeah, I guess I will know it's you if you lie, if you narc on me, but
She
they're
panicked there for a brief second. Wait, that's. Oh shit! Is he in trouble? Like,
well, not yet.
Yes.
So
okay.
And I'll kind of be like, so okay. Promise you won't spill. Can I trust you?
Looking for evidence.
Yeah.
So wait, how did you get involved in this? This seems like it's above your. Wait, is the whole guild looking into this?
It's not the full guild. Let's say, look, let me put it this way. Huh?
Are you a spy?
No. Let me.
Yes.
Let me put it this way. I got okay. It was it's been a long list of very happy coincidences where I ended up at a party with a certain member of a very important company that, has their toes and fingers in every bit of magical reagents and like stuff all over the tower. And a certain individual from this very unique company might be worried about some ethical concerns of the workforce.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about that what was it? The skies and winds party, the snows and I don't know. It had some like
I remember what her
name.
party name was, right? Avery, the person, is not remembering, but like we knew what her party was called.
I mean, you were there. I don't. It was off the top of my head. I remember
Arden,
like some pretentious like sky.
Yeah, Arden. What was Othala's party called?
Look, guys, we all know I know, but like, it's more disappointing that you guys. It was called like the Sun and the Stars or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was the Sun and the Stars.
Okay, so I'd be like, yeah, that.
Was something pretentious. She goes, wait. So how did you get in?
Storms. The Sun and Storm. No. Yes. Wait.
So
that's another place. Sorry, never mind.
Okay, I think I got you. So this is like a workers' rights kind of thing.
Yes. So.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So the daughter's kind of now. She's kind of on this chair. No, I'm not gonna call it charity. That's not the right word. Generous streak, shall we say?
Okay. So, okay. She's gonna look over at like the conveyor belt is currently moving with her like concrete pillars, and she's fully missed one. So there's like a wooden pillar over there. And she's like, frick. Okay. Tell you what. So that's his office up there. Like, he doesn't get back usually. Usually he shows up for a couple hours in the morning, but he doesn't usually get back until end of day. So, that's what she looks up at. There's like a clock on the wall. Okay. So there's probably another like hour or two before he comes back. He's usually somewhere like right before close. and he like comes and checks in and does paperwork and stuff. So if you can get up into like you could probably get up into his office now. You don't know invisibility, do you?
No.
Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay. Nobody knows that you gave or that I gave this to you, right? And she's gonna like reach into her like book bag that's like piled up on the side of her conveyor belt, and she pulls out a little like potion with this like transparent white fluid inside. Okay, I was saving this for when I really needed to like go to break without being seen. So you owe me one, okay? So just make sure
course.
that whatever that girl is doing, like I can't get blacklisted, okay? That's all I need. Like if this place is going down, like you help me find a way out, right? And she's like
Yes.
staring deep into your eyes right now. Like there is some desperate like energy
Yes.
here.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So
Listen, I'm not gonna call myself a social justice warrior, but I don't like people like him. And I think they should burn.
Jesus.
okay. All right, yeah. Now this is really fucking expensive. My mom had this like custom made for me, so I think it ran her like 120 odd gold or something. It was a lot. So just remember, like this is an investment. So she like passes over a potion of invisibility to you. He'll be back in an hour. The potion should wear off, or he'll be back like, or the potion wears off in an hour. You should be able to get in there and get out before he gets back.
Okay. Thank you.
So, shit, I can't miss too many of these, or they're gonna dock my pay again.
I'm so,
Can you
no,
believe that
sorry.
I started off at 5 gold per week, and now they're only paying me 3 per week. Like, I didn't think that was even legal. Turns
It's-
out,
It is?
yeah, there's like some loophole. Like, if you work for the city, like they get to like adjust your pay depending on performance, and like the metrics are absolutely ridiculous.
My soul is fucking hurting right now, Garo. I need you to stop.
So, just let me know. Remember me, okay? When this is all going down, and if you can get like put in a word for like, if I can go to industry rather than working for the city, oh, that's where. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll remember you. And if you can do it on the down low,
What's her name?
if you can, Vilia, right, Vilia?
yeah, VALEA.
Yeah. Okay. If you could, well, okay, if there's anyone willing to talk to you, if you could collect some testimonies, it can be anonymous. You know, protect yourself, obviously, but
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, are you
some.
kidding me? I'm not letting Oak Root know that I said any. If you tell
Well, yeah,
him that I said any of
no.
this, like I'm denying it. Like
Of
you're dead
course.
to me.
Yeah, it's a little harsh, but yeah, I understand. But yeah, I might stop in a couple days, and if anyone is willing to talk to you, just a general about him, that could help.
Yeah, I got you. I'll see what I can find out, and if she's really serious about making this happen, I mean, I don't want to have to go and move down with TK. Like,
No,
I've been to his new place, and it is an absolute hovel.
Ooh. Yeah.
So,
I'll try to put in the word for him too.
so yeah, she passes you the potion of invisibility, and like as you disengage from her conversation to like, are you gonna go back and meet up with Othala, or are you going to like?
Yes, I want to grab Othala. So once I'm done talking, I'll drift back over to where Othala is. Well, that went better than I expected.
What did she say?
So I have, and I'll kind of in like the crook of my that's English. In my hand is a small bottle that I will show to Othala and be like, we have a way for at least one of us to sneak into his office to snoop. However,
So we're going to split party. I feel like that's not the best idea, but perhaps
I mean,
one of us only needs invisibility and the other may not need to be as
invisible.
If we're just convincing enough. As I am.
Gary, you can't
yes,
say with our attention spans that image is not accurate.
We have definitely
Yes.
run into this kind of stuff before.
Huh?
It's, do you remember Tannin Broadwater?
Oh my god!
Oh no. Oh no.
You were supposed to get an emblem of his noble house back.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
listen.
His-
No,
Oh
Mithra
my god,
is serious.
let it go, man.
We have to correct it. Formerly your noble house.
Sorry. What's happening?
Look at the image
Where-
on the
where-
stream
where-
right now.
He's saying we're going wrong. What are we
No.
No.
He's saying that we're gonna forget what we promised to do for the NPC.
Look at the image in stream, Arden.
Hold on, I need
Yeah,
to-
can we write that down? Can we write that?
No,
What
I
is-
wrote it down. But
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
to
so-
put in a good word for Valia.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
We should
6
also
months later,
visit that
oh,
guy.
no.
Put a line in the journal here
Hey,
about
Valia!
quests like this.
Yes.
Side quest.
But
I'd say believe.
Thank you.
Mithra will
Thank you for the
essentially be
bold.
like,
keep it in bold, honestly, and highlight it red.
who's anonymous hamster? Who just typed
I-
eventually?
I don't know.
Me.
That does feel very Hannah. Okay.
Okay.
The
But
neutral
Mithra will
evil.
essentially be like, we have a way in. I might have promised I might have given the impression on your behalf that you care about workers' rights.
He's
What makes you
rich.
think I care about workers' rights? I've seen. Obviously, I don't get. I'm just kidding. I'm not where I am now without actually. I do actually get. I look at me. I actually do care about. Like she is playing. Like she's very boisterous and funny, but you actually see her kind of focus in, and she's like, no, I really actually legitimately do care about the people that work for me. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would not exist as a business. But some people don't remember that once they get high up enough. Like this fellow oak root that you're unfortunately tethered to via the educational system.
Yep. That's why I really sold it that you cared.
Cool. Well, we'll deal with those repercussions later. But yeah, I actually have. I think, based on what you just told me about this Valia, and also what we learned from the other woman in the other room that's also been abused by this oak root, I think I might have a sort of sneaky plan, as it were.
What kind of sneaky plan?
Well, here's my idea. Normally, I like to keep these things a secret for dramatic sort of reveal. But I feel like sometimes we do that and it doesn't go as planned, because the other person doesn't know what to expect or what you're planning, and thinks you're just turning your back on the party. Which case I am not. I am thinking of being a little deceptive. I think, what if I wait in the office for Professor Oakroot to arrive, and I just say that, obviously I'm here on business. I've been let into his office because I heard he was going to be arriving soon. I've heard how fantastic the business, the number crunching. God, I'm suddenly blanking on. What is the word of performance? God dang, it's
Human.
It's 7:30.
What's the word for it? I'm forgetting. Rights. That's it. That's right.
No, I'm trying to say, I let her know that I think that it's a great idea that I think it's a good idea to try to deceive Oakroot that I'm here because I want some advice on how he kind of like maintains his workers, like, and I'm looking for advice to like make my workers perform harder. And so he will
Just
he'll
spill all the
spill the
beans to you about
beans,
how he
yeah.
abuses his workers. Is this
Yes.
your plan?
Yes. And then you could be invisibly listening in the corner of the room or something. And did I bring Jeeves with me, Garrow? I forgot about Jeeves. Does he exist? He records
Jeeves
stuff.
Jeeves did not make his way into the building.
Damn it, Jeeves! Ah, fuck.
So what's the plan? You guys have got a potion. You've got a. I mean, you
We need
two
a
are the
way
magic
to.
and the brain cells. Like,
In the fantasy world, is there a way to record someone's voice? I suppose there is the encode thought spell that's been very helpfully used as sort of a monitoring device since the rebirth of Talor for
And
reasons.
do you know this? And do you know this spell? Because I don't.
I do not,
think
but
it's
I might know
Magic Mouth.
someone who do I have magic? I don't have that one. Warlock
the closest
spells
thing to
can't
what-
be swapped out, right? Like,
correct. You need to level up to change those.
yeah. Well, I did just level up, but I didn't change anything out because I was like, going more general than specific. I have charm person. I could perhaps charm him to out himself to his higher power. I also have suggestion, which I could do same thing.
I would highly recommend not trying to magically influence a wizard.
I cast thaumaturgy right as he's deciding to talk about his shenaniganery, and I project his voice like a loudspeaker in the next room over. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Okay, so what are you guys going to actually do?
I think we want to. Well,
If you want to try to deceive him, Geralt, is there any sort of recording device that might already exist in this building?
Unlikely. There are places to get things like that, but they are expensive. They are Electrum only. Trying to think off the top of my head. Let's see.
Okay. Because if we can't literally record his voice, and expose him, if I would either like to find evidence in his office of him either flat out breaking the law, abusing loopholes, and or any other record that he may or may not keep of like him blacklisting people he doesn't like or using them to do his dirty business like he's using a Sarah.
You're looking for records of this kind of stuff?
If he might have like any I don't know, a note or especially
so you could dig through his office to see if you could find anything. Part of you suspects that if he has an off-site lab, that any sort of record might not be on site.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, do we approach him here, or do we try to be sneaky and follow him back to his lab for the evidence?
I mean, we could.
But I suppose I could try to sort of lure him into a false sense of security, and maybe he will willingly show us his lab. I could try to convince him to show us his place.
Perhaps.
So as you guys are having this conversation, Valia keeps looking over at you, and she realizes that she's caught your attention. She kind of does the eye pointing thing, And down the way, you can see Yulia is on her way back to like kind of figure out where the rest of you guys went.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
This is the gnome receptionist.
Yeah, your fangirl's on her way back. Fuck.
Mm. I do love a fan, but I don't love a overly passionate fan. We should probably make our way out of here ASAP. Can I try to be sneaky and like just kind of like blend in with like maybe like look for like a person rolling a giant crate of stuff and then kind of like get in front to like block the view? Because I mean, you said she's like a small person, right? So
Yeah, she's a gnome.
she
Make a
doesn't have like a ton of clearance as far as like height clearance. So
Yeah, if you're gonna try to like dodge away from her line of sight, she's clearly looking for you.
Yeah.
Because it's been now like 20 minutes since the rest of the group went out, and like it's pretty easy to tell like she was kind of waiting for Othala to start making her way back outside so she could like recapture your attention.
Mhm.
So she's actively looking for you. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
All right. I'll like right before I try to disappear, I'll look at Mithra and be like, if she sees me, I will distract her while you escape to the office, and then we'll figure it out from there. Good luck. And then I'm going to just kind of like,
Do you
just
actually
immediately,
want me to go into the office now?
I mean, someone needs to follow him. So
I forgot.
if all of us are
Decision
doing
timer.
distracting,
Decision
then
timer.
yeah. If all of us are distracting, then someone needs to know where his lab is, so you can meet up back with us later if we all get distracted or if we all get separated. Oh, goodbye. And then she's going to like turn with a flourish and like try to like, I don't know, exactly meld into sort of the chaos of like a bunch of crates being moved in the hallway or whatever she can.
So for this, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
'Cause I'm gonna do.
I could also be persuaded for performance, but that would like.
I mean.
Oh, I forgot. Encode thoughts is a cantrip.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I can learn it. Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Exactly. So, anyways, well, I mean, I don't know how you would. I guess I don't know. Performing, like blending in, or maybe. Anyways, I will roll now. Let's do something snazzy with bright colors. Okay, on my screen that looks cocked, but that was really bad.
Okay. So
I was going to have guided myself. If it was a performance, it would have just been a measly 5. If it was stealth, it would have been a measly 5.
So
4.
Othala, as you
Yeah.
like duck around the corner and try to like get your way away from the gnome from the receptionist, you not only do you not like avoid her attention, you actively like draw her eye as you're like moving across the floor here. So Yulia like spotting you, she gets like really excited and then like scurries across the floor like between like all of the workspaces here to come catch up to you. Mithra, you are currently like nobody's paying attention to you except for Valia, who's like very much focused. Like she is putting in every effort to like focus in on her work. But yeah, she's the only one who seems to be like paying attention to you right now. So if you were to try to split off, then you would have an opportunity.
How long do I would know how long a potion of invisibility lasts, right?
1 hour. Yep.
Okay. Can I cast disguise self on myself?
Sure. It's got verbal and somatic components, right?
Yes. So I'd be mumble.
I'd be audible. Okay, so then yeah, go ahead, and if you're gonna try to do it quietly, yeah, she'll still get a perception roll on that.
Okay.
You're in a room full of wizards.
Right. My stealth is not that good. All right, maybe I won't do that. Can I just down the potion of invisibility?
Yeah.
and
Or-
I'm gonna go towards its office.
Cool.
You're good. I got a plan. We're good. We're good here. We're good here.
Okay.
I got this.
Cool. So Mithra heads up to the catwalk and up to the door. Othala, Aaliyah shows up like right up next to you and says, "Oh my gods, I am so sorry. I thought that you would have come out with the rest of your friends, but you must have gotten separated from the rest of the group. So that's on me. I should have been a better host. So if you don't mind, we can continue the tour if the rest of your entourage is finished in the building. Or actually, I don't. You said you came here to talk to Phalaris, right? Or no, you said to Asira. She kind of does that little thing where she's like, you can see like the creasing of the eyebrows, like in between the eyebrows there, where she's like starting to like puzzle through.
Okay, so before she has like a chance to like, I was kind of waiting for you to take a breath because you were talking a lot because she was very manic about it. But as soon as the gnome like stops to like sort of take a moment to breathe or think, she's gonna be like, "Oh, thank goodness!" What was her name again?
Yulia, Ullia.
Yulia. Oh, thank goodness, Yulia. I did get quite turned around. I went to the ladies' powder room, and then I took a wrong turn, and then when I found my way back, everyone was gone, and I think Leah said that everyone had gone and headed out because they thought I left. So there was a bit of a miscommunication. I'm just trying to find my way back to you, honestly. I had another question for you, or favor to ask, if you wouldn't mind. Do you mind if we walk and talk? I would love to continue this tour if you'd.
Sure. Yeah, I know that you saw the duplication room already, and obviously here's the rest of the work floor. But if you'd like, we can do a quick tour of like the offices, or like if you wanted to. There's like meeting rooms out in the front space, and honestly, they're much nicer than the workspace back here. I'm a little embarrassed that we brought you back here in the first place. It's just so dirty. So,
I understand. You may not see things the way that I quite do. I do enjoy actually seeing the back end of things for ideas on work performance and efficiency of how things are organized, because of course I have a workforce as well to take care of. So I'm actually just trying to get some sort of inspiration and ideas, and I heard Professor Oakroot is actually who Aaliyah, what was her name again? I'll never remember. Who Aaliyah told me she's been working under. I've heard great things as far as the performance he's been able to put out. You don't think he's going to be in anytime soon? I'd love to sort of.
Usually Phalaris makes his way in around 4:00. He has his other workspace. I mean, he's obviously got quite a bit on his plate. Being, running a transmuters guild is no small task. So,
do you have any way to maybe, and I'll like give her like a pouty look? Like,
I do have his itinerary. I don't know if it's a good idea. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Never mind. I won't guide myself because I don't want to let her know I'm casting.
Yep, verbal component, bitch, huh?
Fuck me! Dice! God! Fucking dice. Bullshit, motherfucker. I'll get done with this shit.
Well, tell you what,
damn.
he does find himself pretty busy in the middle of the day, but once he comes in, I'll be sure to let him know that that you want to talk with him. Did you want to wait here, or did you want me to set aside some time on his itinerary for when he gets back? Like if you wanted to come back at the end of the day, kind of a thing.
What time is it? I would hate to waste your time. What time is it roughly right now, Garo?
Like between 2 and 2:30.
So like a couple hours from now.
Yeah. You guys woke up, like went to an alternate dimension, or at least like psychically went to an alternate dimension. This has been a long ass day.
It was a long fucking day. So she's saying that she'll put me on the schedule for when he comes in.
She'll schedule you a meeting, yeah.
Like a meeting, like that I could speak to him today, or is it in like, oh, when he's available, like whenever he's available?
Today. She is implying that she will make the time for you.
Oh, okay. So, so I think going off of that, because I don't want to just. Where's the best place to be hanging out? I suppose. I mean, I could continue to distract her for the next couple hours, or I could go back outside and see what the heck the rest of the party is doing. That's probably a good idea, because then I can tell them the plan. So I think I will. I'll agree to go with her, and I'll just say I'll just pop out for a bit and come back in an hour. So I'll get myself some lunch. I'm quite famished. It's a bit of a late lunch day for me. And then I'll come back and at 4, or maybe a little bit before, so that I don't miss him.
Yeah, tell you what, give it about until 4:30 or so. I'll pencil you in. Usually he takes a second to like get settled when he gets here. So yeah, there's some lovely like lunch spots around here if you haven't eaten yet. And she'll like start listing off places, like playing concierge to you. So she's like, if you want to come back in like 2 hours or so, we should be able to get you in. And then you'll be able to disengage from that to the exterior of the building quite easily. If you were to try to like come back in toward the building, you'd have to have a conversation about it. In the meantime, Mithra, you've gone invisible back in the back of this work floor here.
Yes.
Where are you headed?
I wanted to take a quick peek in his office if I could.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, not the worst. 17?
17 is really good. So, let's see. The room as a whole gets a 12 on their perception check. So yeah, you like tiptoe up the stairs and pop up to the door. It is locked, but it's like one of those like a bathroom lock where you can like stick like a screwdriver in and open it. Like there's not a key to this thing.
What would I need to do to try to just jiggle that?
If you have, well, thieves' tools would be the obvious choice.
Right.
If you have,
I have Tinker's tools.
With Tinker's tools specifically, I might allow it with disadvantage.
Sure. Let's try that. Disadvantage. Definitely not. What? It was a 15 and a 2.
Yeah, it's a little disorienting not being able to see your own hands. So you like stumble on this.
Can I potentially? Can I potentially? Can I cast Mage Hand and can I see into the office? Like, is there a window on this door?
Yeah, there's a window next to the door. But yeah,
Okay.
that's where Oakroot would be like looking down on workers.
Right. Can I cast Mage Hand inside the room to flick the lock?
Yes, you could.
Okay. I will do that if you will let me do that. Just to since you said it was like a simple lock, like a bathroom, like the one motion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like a latch more than anything. So yeah, like glancing through the window, you can see like his like desk set up with like a few books and things on the walls. Gives you a clear line of sight. You pop a Mage Hand in, it goes over to the door, and yeah, very easy on your part there. So,
Okay.
however, actually, does casting a spell on a potion break the potion's invisibility?
Okay, hold on. Oh, I forgot that. Mithra would not have forgot that, but Avery forgot that.
I don't want to yuck your yum because like.
No, you're fine.
But like it is a potion.
Yeah, on the potion, the effect ends early if you attack or cast a spell.
Okay, hold on.
Sucks to suck.
Not going as planned.
Not going as
When
planned.
does it ever?
True, it never does. Is there anything around his office, or the door's the only way in? Like, there's not like an external window.
There is an external window, yes.
Okay, would I be able? So I can fly. So can I potentially do essentially what Kayla did earlier? Is slip out, and then fly back around to the exterior.
Yeah, it would take you a few minutes to do that, but yes, that is definitely within the realm of possibility. So
Okay.
while
would
Mithra
ag-
exits the building and gets ready to go infiltrate the other room, we're gonna swap perspectives real quick back to the fugitives in active pursuit right now. So Road, Kayla, Ashley, and Taz.
Yeah.
So as the four of you have like slipped out into the crowd on the other side of the building, yeah, at this point you guys are have as with as best the confidence as you can have in this type of situation. You're pretty sure you've eluded the feds.
Awesome.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we were supposed to be keeping a lookout for that guy. I suppose we should.
I'm thinking shopping trip.
Shopping. We have a job to do.
Because
I
we
mean-
can't go looking like this, because they're going to be looking like people who look like this. We need total wardrobe changes.
I mean, we can't really go shopping without Othala. You can't believe what type of reaction she'll give us if we do that. Shopping is like her
us.
pastime. It's like her favorite sport.
Well, that's what we tell her.
I'm an elitist shopper, the best shopper there is out there.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure if we show up in new clothes, she'll know that we went shopping.
Yeah, we're going to
Also,
go shopping at like
saw
Old
us.
Navy.
She's
It's all
got
the same.
pink hair.
You went shopping without me.
No, like you don't understand. She's memorized every thread of our clothes. It's kind of her thing. She's weird about it.
I mean, did they take note of our like descriptions or anything, or can like we just go? We just like wander
but,
back and be like,
You
"Ah,
guys,
what's going on?"
Because
I'm
he's
also
got
confused,
pink
why
hair.
did-
I don't, unless we're dyeing his hair, I think they'll know it's us.
Who
But
has
also,
been-
why
I'll,
did
I'll
we
take my
run?
hat and put it on
were
top of
attacked.
the road.
I'm more confused by why we ran. We were the ones who were attacked. We were just defending ourselves.
Yeah, you want to go and see if that explanation passes in this city? You go right ahead.
Also, we were attacked by something you stole, Kayla.
They don't know I stole it.
How else would they get? We have that.
Honestly,
How would it have gotten out?
Honestly, though,
I
you should
don't-
probably stash those somewhere like off your.
Oh, I put-
person.
They're in my bag. Don't worry.
Okay.
Plus, I
Uh,
mean, look, Ashley has a few of them strapped to her chest.
DM, can
Another
I have pickpocketed
giant
the...
pincer foot comes out of Kayla's bag.
DM, could I have pickpocketed the stolen Pokeball type devices from Kayla's bag?
You can drop it.
You're muted.
Sleight of hand is
Sleight
a
of hand to
10.
Kayla's passive. Yeah, Kayla saw that.
Not only do I
Kayla's
see
passive
it,
is a
but I'm
15.
just gonna like smack your hand away. I'm just like, keep away from me like that. I'm not into you.
Ow! Rub my
I'm
hand.
saving
be like,
myself
"That
for the
hurt."
elf.
Well, don't try and just cup a feel whenever you want.
Wait, what?
She's got a Pokemon. You
Ew.
have to ask for consent. All right, let's get back on task here. Who do we think saw us? And do
Yeah,
you
looks
think
like
they
a
have a
couple of the
recording? 'Cause I would
birds.
love to watch that.
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome.
Right? Right? It was just like everywhere.
We're gonna be famous.
Yeah, there's absolutely like orange ichor, at least on Road and Taz.
As he's like chewing on a tongue.
Yeah, it's kind of rubbery, honestly. Like, you know that like mouthfeel, that texture of like chewing on like silicone.
Delicious. like gum. It's better
Yeah.
than gum.
It gives that good resistance, that good chew, without actually like deforming under your teeth.
All right. Yeah, we should probably head back so we can keep an eye on things. Let's just avoid the crimes.
We should probably take a long way back then and whatnot. Because if we make it too obvious that we returned, it might be weird.
Probably. Yeah. All right, let's go back.
Okay.
So, quick question. Did we get a description of the person we're supposed to be keeping an eye out for?
No, you guys had only been told about this guy by so to draw your A to B to C to whatever. So you started off in the base this morning. You went from there to the farm. The farm said, "Hey, we usually ship stuff off to the Transmuters Guild." You then backtracked a bit to say, "Hey, yeah, Darius told us to go." Like the guy in the rebellion said, "Hey, we get our food from this guy." You backed up, talked to Jackson. Jackson said, "Yeah, I get my stuff from this girl in the Transmuters Guild." So you're like triangulating, and you're like, "Okay, yeah, we're pretty sure that the problem is here." You get to there, talk to a Sarah, and she says, "Yeah, my boss is the asshole that's saying we have to poison everything."
But we never
That's
got
where
a
we're at.
description of the boss.
Exactly.
We're idiots. Yeah,
Amazing.
guys,
I feel like that. Okay,
Um,
I feel like that
we-
we would have known that, but
we
you
have
know.
absolutely no idea what this person is supposed to look like that we're looking for, keeping an eye out on.
Jet.
So how do we know that we haven't already seen him?
Yeah, he could have gone in at any moment.
I can't with you guys.
But that also means that he doesn't know what we look like.
True, unless
And
he
she,
was
like,
there with,
gestures
unless he
to a
like,
big brain.
unless he saw like the commotion of that fight, then he knows exactly what we look like.
Or we could just be hellions out and about.
That is true. He has no idea what we are doing.
Yeah, we
But
could
yeah,
just be
we-
hooligans.
But yeah, we absolutely have no idea what he looks like.
Cool. So you guys are walking through the street here. You knowing that you are supposed to be keeping an eye on the building, do you like loop back to where the Transmuters Guild is? Or do you continue on your way to go like find replacement clothes like a la Ashley said?
Well, you just said how I vote.
Rob.
Taz is gonna resist shopping.
Road is having a conniption.
Yeah,
Taz votes for shopping. Ashley votes for shopping.
No. Taz, is trying to avoid shopping.
She does not want to.
She does not want to shop.
I can't go shopping for clothes without Othala.
I feel like
Lame.
Taz wears the same outfit every day.
Correct.
She's got a style.
Road owns one shirt.
I'm sorry, Ashley. You'd understand if you had
strangely
a
like
best
all
friend
tell.
that loved shopping.
What you figure?
Road
Sometimes.
only has one wife beater, but like 6 pairs of jeans. Like strangely enough.
And I said that we can all tell that he only has one wife beater.
So
Well, he only
As-
has one wife.
if you guys are going to, where are you headed? To get clarification, are you going shopping, or are you going to try to loop back around, or are you changing the plan? What's up?
I think we should.
You quartet.
I mean, we can head back and just keep an eye on everyone that comes and goes through out the building and see who just looks like they're supposed to be upper management.
Yeah, it sounds like I've been outvoted, so I'll just sort of follow along with the group.
Cool. So you guys make your way back towards the main thoroughfare, like outside the Transmuters Guild. So you can see that the commotion that you have caused, like a block down the road, is absolutely like gathered attention. There's a whole crowd of like onlookers and looky-loos. who are standing outside of an Aegis like police barricade kind of thing, with several of the peacekeepers floating up in the air above. The warblers are like flying around through the street like absolute crazy, but they're not really getting beyond a certain radius away from the scene of the crime. By scene of the crime, I mean like there are now Aegis Knights that are trying to figure out where the hell did this monster come from and who killed it. But you guys are about like two or three blocks away. However, Ashley, you do spot a familiar face after you guys have done your like big loop from one street to the other. That golden horn tiefling that you had served wine to, and then who immediately forgot your face, forgot your presence, is walking through the street, like clearly on the hunt, looking for something.
I imagine she's also got her robot in tow at this point, since I had left him outside.
Maybe.
So, Ashley, do you let them know that you saw Othala?
Yes. Sorry, I was confused about whether it was Othala for a second. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, you're describing Othala. Yes, I will point, tap Road on the shoulder, point, and be like, I think shopping's back on the menu, boys.
Oh my fucking god! She just want to go shopping so bad.
Road is gonna like wave.
So,
Road is gonna wave the.
Sorry, I
arrow.
just you walked into it. You teed me up for it.
So the five of you have, with little effort, can reconvene in the street outside the Transmutation Guild. Yeah. So yeah, you guys have now regrouped. We'll come back to Mithra in a second, though.
All right, so hi Othala. We fought a monster. What did you do?
In the 9 hells did you guys go? I've been looking everywhere for you. You're supposed to be casing the joint, looking for oak root or whatever, and then I just saw a dead monster and like tons of popo.
Quick
So
question.
Wait,
I'll give you the kill deer of what
wait.
happened there.
Othala, just
You
a
see-
quick
Hold up. I have a very important question.
Oh, go
There's
ahead, Dad.
9 hells?
They're not. There's 9. The 9 hells. The hells that
Like the
exist on the
least
plane of
important
this
of the
plane of
things.
existence.
You can talk
There's 9 of
theology-
them.
Talk theology with her later. Othala, I have a quick question for you. What is oak? Like,
You're cutting out, Max.
Yeah, sorry. I cannot hear him.
Othala, I have a quick question.
What's your quick question?
What does oak root look like?
Well, you see, no, I'm just kidding. I imagine that Othala and Mithra would have gotten a description of him, or Mithra would have already known what he looks like. I'm pretty sure she described him to me while we were waiting in the break room. Can we go ahead and say that Othala knows what Oakwood looks like?
Othala,
Generally-
no. Mithra, yes. Mithra has been in one of his classes before.
Mm.
But I don't think at any point you guys had actually said I describe him to the rest of the group.
Yep, yeah, we can't
Oh,
really
fun.
retcon that.
Good stuff.
We're
No
so
worries.
bad at this.
So,
It doesn't
Alright,
matter because I already have a plan in motion. I came to tell you guys change of plans. Mithra has taken an invisibility potion and snuck into his office. Successfully, I hope, at this point.
Oh, does that mean she can open the window for us and I can just fly us up there?
Oh
Wait,
if she
you
made it.
left her in there alone? Isn't this guy, like, bad?
She will be fine. I fully trust her capabilities. She also apparently has some allies on the inside, which we have met, in the form of some very disgruntled workers. But I have a meeting scheduled with him. Oh God, I can't believe I said scheduled. With him at approximately 4:30 p.m. So we're going to be returning then for this meeting, and I will be speaking to him face to face as myself, as Othala, being interested in his sort of performance looking for performance tips and tricks because apparently, performance is up and numbers are high and blah 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 blah, and completely pretending not to care at all about the safety of his workers, which is the exact opposite of how I feel. But I'm going to try to deceive him, as it were. So, not sure what you guys parts you have to play in this, but yeah, feel
Are
free to
you-
just
are you
chime
good
in with
at
some
lying?
ideas.
Oh,
Yes, I would like
he's
to
like-
say
Are you kidding me? Othala's like one of the best liars I know.
thank you.
Like, the only person she can't lie to is her mother, and that's because her mother's just better than her in every way.
Kaz will like kind of like look
know.
over and then squint at Kayla like, I don't think you're supposed to say that.
I don't.
Right.
It's alright, Othala, you're nicer than your mother.
Yes, well, it's an objective opinion, anyways. But anyway, either way, I'm very good at talking, as you can see. So I think I should be able to handle myself in this conversation with this man. And fortunately, that means there's no need to know what he looks like, since I am on the books to speak with him in person. My thought is, convince him to show me his secret lab, and then you guys will follow us to the secret lab, and then we can sort of have a more quiet conversation with him about what he's been
Are
up
we
to.
following?
That's up to you. I mean, I've got it pretty much handled. So, if you guys, want to try and tag along or be backup or whatever it is that you are good at doing, I don't think we need to beat anyone up. So, as far as I know, not too much left to handle.
I can be your bodyguard.
Yeah. And Road can
okay.
join.
She'll put her
Road and
hands
Kaz
on her
can be your
hips.
bodyguards.
So
Good
the
bodyguarding,
entourage is
right?
back on then. Okay. Well,
Well, if you have too many bodyguards, it might look weird.
yes, indeed. We need, if you're going to accompany me on this, we need better disguises, I think.
No,
And
stop
she'll,
the
like,
shopping montage.
She'll look at everyone like, you could be. Well, obviously, Kayla is my personal jeweler, looking for inspiration in all facets, and she's been shadowing me, trying to get an idea for a new trinket she's going to design for me, right? And I'll like
Yeah.
wink at her.
I'll pull out one of the orbs and it's like, yeah, I could do something with this.
And then I'll look at like the two beefy characters left and be like, I don't know that 2 bodyguards is super important. Who wants to be my bodyguard? Whoever can think of the number between
He can
1 and
be
100.
my protege, and
Protege.
I'll pat Road like on the like shin.
Protege. I was thinking
He's
more
learning
of-
from the best here.
So much anger.
So he's in training. Okay, so he's with you. Okay.
Yes.
And then
Get in line, Road.
Oh my god.
that just leaves you, and her eyes like drift over to like possibly the grungiest, most wild-looking one of the bunch, which would be Ashley. I don't honestly know too much about you since you haven't you just kind of got thrown in with us. What do you do? Like,
I
what
will
can I-
sweep off my large hat and like give a very like formal bow that like actually I'd like to think looks pretty good, and say, Ashley Colton at your service. Whatever it is you need from me, I can certainly find it, acquire it, be it.
Oh,
Do you
fella,
mind
how
if
do
You
I-
you
need
not
to
like my
stop
best
watching
fake
the
Cock
wild
accent.
bourneberries. I cannot.
Othala, how can you not recognize them? They did a horrible job serving us wine.
That's right.
I take
I
offense
do-
at that, good madam.
Can I tell if Ashley Cottam is mocking me in my accent? Because obviously she didn't speak like that before. Ooh,
I
that's
rolled
a
5
bad.
performance check, so it's that bad.
Oof. Oof a doof. Can I
Basically,
roll an insight?
basically Road and Taz when Taz tries to pull that shit.
Gosh, watch me roll just absolute balls insight. That was still pretty bad. Where's my insight?
So as the five
Except
of
you
you are
can't
going
do
to go
shit.
find alternative disguises,
12.
Mithra,
Yep, that's
Hello.
what's happening. We're doing disguises. Everyone needs to look like they work for me or work adjacent to me. So black and gold and white are the colors you will be adhering to, and everything that you choose must go through me for approval. Those are the rules.
Okay, so Kevin to Aiden.
Yes.
Interesting idea. What if Othala was to take it as a challenge to transform Ashley, kind of like the beginning montage in Mulan, from like wild Thornberry girl to like prim and proper girl? I feel like
Oh.
Othala would have like a
Okay, Anne
challenge
Hathaway
accepted
and
attitude
Princess
to this.
Diaries.
Yeah, I was like, there are multiple instances of this, and I'm kind of here for that. Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if
things I
Ashley's
hate
here
about
for
you.
that,
definitely a
but
project.
Kevin thinks it
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
funny.
I know I was thinking of that one too. That's a good one. I like Princess Diaries specifically because it's like, yeah, it's exactly
Well,
that.
You're sexy
Quick tangent.
moose.
Quick tangent.
Wow.
Princess Diaries 3 has been announced.
Yeah, it was like last
I know,
week.
I'm very excited.
Oh yes,
Um,
yeah, I know.
Cool. So
yeah,
Mithra,
that was definitely the pop culture reference I was going for. Sure.
Yep.
not Rent a Girlfriend.
Never seen it.
Cool. So Mithra, you're flying invisibly outside the building. You from your multiple perspectives and like your general like experience with these transmuter skilled buildings, it is not that difficult for you to find the office from the outside. However, the window is closed.
Is there any way I can attempt to jiggle this one?
Not a handle on the outside. What do you like? What? Tell me what you want to try to attempt to do, and we'll see if
The
it's
win-
feasible.
Okay, the window is closed. As in, do I have any idea of how it is locked, or the mechanism by which it is closed? Is there any way that I can manipulate it from the outside?
It just looks like a sheet of glass and like a wooden sash. So yeah, it's more to like, I mean, given that you guys are all in the interior of the tower anyway, it's not really like weatherproofed or anything. It's just like single pane. So, but it was not designed to be open from the outside.
How difficult would it be to? How big is this window? Sorry.
This window's about 18 inches tall, about 3 feet wide.
If I have Tinker's tools on me, is there any way that I could try to pop the glass out of the frame without totally breaking it?
Okay.
Or I don't know if this is like a or if like there's, you said a single pane, but if there's
Yeah.
like sections of it, maybe like pop out a section.
So, okay, with your Tinker's tools, do make a Tinker's tools check. I have an
What?
like a mental image.
Yeah.
That would-
What? Yeah. What stat? would that
Intelligence plus
use?
proficiency.
Okay. I roll first, and then I'll add that, I guess. Okay. Okay. Not the worst. So plus intelligence, plus proficiency. So okay. 16 plus 7, so 23.
At 23. So yeah, you grab your Tinker's tools here, and you've got like a little rotary knife. So like basically like a tiny pizza cutter. And you can see that there's like tallow or wax like holding the glass in the frame. And so taking that knife, you just kind of like roll and scrape out all the wax from one side, and then you do this little dexterous move where you're like kind of like push your thumb in the bottom edge of one piece or of the the bottom edge of the glass there and like kind of try to unseat it and catch it as it falls out of the frame. So make a dexterity saving throw as this pane of glass comes loose from the
Oh no.
from the window frame.
Huh. 8.
8? Okay. So 8 total. This thing like slips out of frame. Let's see if it goes inside the building or outside the building. Those are odd as inside. That's 5. So as the glass like slips out from your hand or from the like tips of your fingers, it like goes into the room and hits the wooden floor on the other side, and like you hear it just kind of, and for briefest of second you're like, okay, it didn't break, until it comes down, or so the corner hits the floor first, and then you're like, okay, it didn't break, and then the other edge like comes up against the wall, and there's a just like a small sound of shattering glass. You look in and it's like in like 4 or 5 pieces, so like it's not like a great crash, like a bit gigantic shattering, but it definitely made noise.
Okay. I would wait on the outside. Does anyone on the inside of the building seem to come running?
How long do you wait?
30 seconds?
Not within 30 seconds, no.
Or 30 seconds to a minute, I guess, like to give people time. Because I knew the layout on from the inside. Like, could I estimate how long it would take someone?
Yeah, some of the like main floor employees would take a minute or less to come up and investigate. So you're fully invisible, so you're not really casting a shadow right now. So as you wait for this minute, like up the stairs comes one of the like the ground floor employees, one of the transmuters, who kind of like cups his hands around his eyes to like look through the window here. On his perception check, he does not seem to notice the broken glass. Like, because you managed to lever it up and out of the window frame, it's not like there's like shattered edges. From his point of view, like, it just looks like the window was left open, kind of a thing.
Okay.
But he doesn't see the broken glass behind the desk. So after a few seconds looking through the window, he like tries the doorknob for a second and then like walks back downstairs.
Okay. Once he's out of sight, then I'll slip into the room as carefully as possible.
Cool. So inside this room, there is a wooden desk. There is a single bookshelf with like, it looks mostly like textbooks. Like nothing here is like read for pleasure. It's all like textbooks and like grimoires, arcane primers, and like transmutation. Where do you start? It's kind of Spartan in its furnishings.
Was there a desk or anything?
Yeah, there's a desk with a chair.
Okay.
Couple of drawers on the one side of it.
Skim through the desk. Skim through the drawers if they're unlocked.
A bunch of writing utensils and stuff. You do... Oh, actually, I did forget one thing. So on the wall opposite from the bookshelf, there is a like open door frame without a door in it that leads into a smaller room with a conveyor belt that like loops in and then loops back out. Currently standing in that room is six or seven crates with like the red chalk marks on the side that Asira had used to indicate that these were going to Jackson, to the Ithas end.
Okay, if I notice that, can I take a peek in what is in the crates?
Yeah, it's foodstuffs. Like if you were to pry one open, you'd find like vegetables and fruit and grain.
Okay, and do I see any of the void root or the what was that dust called?
The spoil stone.
Spoil stone, yeah.
Pretty sure that's right, but even if it's not, it is now. Yes. So knowing what you know, like you go into the bottom and like you lift up the paper like lining of the crate, and you do find a bunch of the spoil stone and the void root there. Oddly, are you proficient in alchemist's tools
No,
or in medicine?
not in medicine either.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you're missing context for this check.
Okay.
So yeah, you look underneath that paper and you can see where Asira had placed the poisons underneath the sheet. So going back, and you said you were glancing through the desk.
Yes.
In the drawers, there's like a top drawer which is full of like writing utensils, bric-a-brac, just like general things that you would find in like a junk drawer. And then the one below that, there's like a file folder system. And quickly like flipping through there, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Guide yourself.
No, it's a spell.
It'll break invisibility.
19 plus 5.
Not bad. On a 24. So flipping through the folders here, because you'd already said that you're interested in like looking for evidence or documentation about like abuses of employees,
Mm-hmm.
or any sort of record of transactions or anything. None of those really jump out because like honestly, what kind of middle manager would write that shit down? Like that seems like
Right.
it's just asking to get fired. What you do find of interest though, is a document that is clearly listed as a deed of property.
Okay.
So it lists an address maybe about a 15-minute walk from this building.
Okay. Presumably I could just memorize what that address was, correct?
Yeah. And if not, like you've got your pack, and as a student, I assume you have pen and paper on you.
Yes. Okay. So like, yeah, I would jot it down really quick in my many notebooks that I have on me. Okay. Anything else of note in the files?
In the files, no.
Yeah. Okay.
And like you browse the bookshelf, like the only thing that in the bookshelf that like looks remotely interesting to you is one of the grimoires. Like it's like a wizard spell book, but the contents of which are much higher level than you're currently capable of.
Okay. More like oh, that's cool. I should learn how to do that later.
Yeah, if this even if you were to take it, like it would not be super useful to you, and you know how wizards are about their spell books.
Right.
You'd have to wait several levels before getting access to some of this.
Okay. If there's nothing else of note, then I would go back to the window, stick my head out. Do I see any signs of warblers or any other potential people? Like how busy are the streets right now?
They're still plenty busy. Like you can see all the looky-loos and such. At this point, given like timelines and how long this would have taken, you can see Othala and the rest of the group like walking down the street and like beginning to turn inside a clothier's, like a tailor shop.
How far is the nearest roof?
From directly where you're at, maybe 30-40 feet.
Okay.
Or to the roof of this building is much less.
Or the nearest roof from this roof.
Okay, so yeah, the closest office building is like 40 feet, like hypotenuse to that triangle.
Okay. Do I notice any guards?
Oh yeah, there's a whole cluster of Aegis like knights and peacekeepers over near the like just like semi hacked up body of a. Actually, make a. I think you're proficient in religion, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, sorry. This would not be religion. This would be nature.
I'm okay at I'm decent at nature, but I'm not proficient.
Okay, then yeah, this is not something that would have like.
Okay. Are they? But do they seem occupied? Like, are they looking around up?
They are currently like they're the Aegis members, the knights, are currently like talking to members of the crowd.
Okay.
The peacekeeper, so the metallic peacekeepers are like prepared for, I don't know, violence.
Okay. And then remind me, when I exit the window, would they if
You don't know if warblers and peacekeepers have the ability to see through invisibility. Is that what you're asking?
I'm trying to gauge if I didn't have invisibility and I exit the window, how long do you think I would have before someone potentially sees me? Like, is this window like very exposed, or is it kind of like?
Yeah, there's a direct line of sight to where the dead monster is.
Oh fuck, that's annoying. Okay.
Yeah, if you were to try to like get out of here sneakily, you would have to. Yeah, it would be difficult.
Okay. All right. I'll do one final sweep across the room, see if anything pings my interest, and if not, then how shattered? So the glass isn't like it's not like shattered into a million pieces, but it's
no. There's definitely pieces of it, but they are like salad plate sized.
Mm-hmm.
Like it didn't powderize. It didn't like turn into little shattered chunks. It
Okay.
broke in a few places.
I'll carefully pick those up, and then still under invisibility, I'll exit back through, and then is there a way for me to at least kind of set them back into place and try to like it's gonna be obvious the window got broken, but I just don't want it.
If you were to take 10 minutes, yeah, if you were to take 10 minutes, you could like put that puzzle back together.
Sure.
Like there's still like chips and stuff that are missing, but it's not immediately obvious what happened.
Okay. I will do that, and then after 10 minutes, I will fly over to the nearest rooftop. I should still be under visibility, and then yeah. And then can I walk across the rooftops or walk/fly to where I saw them entering the clothes shop, and then I would drop down into like the alley or something behind there, and then drop invisibility.
Yeah, under invisibility, yeah, that's not a problem for you.
Okay.
Okay, so the 6 of you rejoin within the tailor's shop. What does Mithra see when she comes in to see the rest of you guys like shopping?
Yeah. So I walk in, I stick my head in, and
As in Road, we're avoiding this.
Yeah. I feel like Othala is kind of like directing this sort of lineup of like different outfits, like she's having Ashley and Kayla grab a bunch of stuff and like hold it up to Road and Taz, who are like objecting like visibly, but she's like, oh, come now, this is absolutely necessary. I cannot have you under my employ. If you are going to look like that all the time, you must be wearing something more.
But we're not actually under your employ.
She is like, as long as I'm paying for this expedition, and she looks at Taz and like winks, because there's like obviously a tailor or somebody inside, and she's like trying to go with the sort of like the disguise with her MO. She's like, obviously, if I'm paying you, you are under my employ, thus you need outfits.
I hate
Yeah,
this.
Taylor's a little bit of an exaggeration on this level. This is more like the Gap.
Oh god, okay, well, you know what? There's basically people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
There are employees, but they're like despondent teenagers.
Is that polyester? Oh god, I think I'm going to be sick.
Sorry, Road, what were you gonna say?
I hate this. Just like sitting in a chair in the corner, just like whatever.
You found the dad chair.
I found the dad chair.
I feel like I end up like finding like two sort of golden yellow polos for the two guard men to wear. And I probably is there someone who can like customize the clothing, or is this like literally like what you get is what you get? Hold
Yeah,
on,
this is not where the actual like tailors are. Like you could take these clothes and have them adjusted, but there's nobody here in the building that like do that.
Okay. Well, I find them some black slacks and sort of golden yellow polos. They look
1000%.
more like security. Yes, they look more like security. Let's see. What do I have as far as
Hating
spells?
everything.
Thaumaturgy.
Ah,
Create harmless color flickers. I couldn't use thaumaturgy to like add the Grim logo to their polos by any chance, could I?
Not permanently.
I'll just have Jeeves start working on that because he's probably got a sewing kit in there, and I'll just ask him to like sort of quickly.
Yeah, he's got like iron-on patches in his like chest compartment. He like pops open his stomach like Bender and like pulls out iron-on patches and just like shh.
You just never know when you might need to employ someone on the fly. That is a free lesson for all of you.
Stupid. All right.
But Kayla can wear. Kayla doesn't need a new outfit. Maybe she she can find some sort of, I don't know, golden gloves or something, like golden jewelry to accessorize with. Maybe she's already got something on her person that kind of, yeah, she's got the black part already down. So
My mask does have some golden accents.
yeah, I think you fit in, and plus you're like working for me, but you're your own person. Whereas I've employed these two bodyguards; they work under me currently, so they must wear the colors. And I still don't know exactly who you're supposed to be. And I like turn and look at Ashley. But what is Ashley donned in the colors that Othala, like what have they decided to
I know
put
what
on?
Ashley can be. She can be
What?
your guide through. She can be your guide through the lower levels.
Oh,
That's-
okay. I can do that. I'm probably qualified for that.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
What a punch.
Okay.
So I need like a tour guide outfit, maybe like khakis.
You are wearing a tour guide outfit.
Oh yeah.
That's too low. Let's go a little higher, shall we, Kayla? Let's think a little higher
Trollaloxum,
this
thank
time.
you for the 10 gifted memberships. Rescue me from this banality.
So Mithra comes wandering in at this point. You can see like Rode is wearing a goldenrod colored polo that is way too tight. And Az is wearing one that is way too big. Beyond that, like decisions as previously stated.
Okay. I'm gonna hold up two outfits to Mithra. Mithra, what do you think looks better? Butler outfit, maid outfit. Butler outfit, maid outfit.
Wait. You are a terrible server. I don't know that I want you as one again.
So, for the first time in a while, the six of you are all in one place.
Huzzah.
What's up? What are you
I'll
guys doing?
as soon as Ashley
Rescue
brings
Road from
to
this
attention
nightmare
that
seems
Mithra's
note,
been
seems
standing
note,
behind
seems
me as
note,
I'm
seems
directing
note.
this sort of scramble for clothing in gold, black, and white. I'll turn and be like, Mithra, good to see you again. Did you succeed? And I like look at her, like obviously we're in a public space, so like I'm trying to be discreet.
I have an address. We can go look at that if we have time. What is this?
Yes, so obviously you saw that what's her name, Valeria or something, she kind of saw me and I kind of had to distract her a bit with my charms, but I was able to secure a meeting with Oakroot at his office at 4:30. So obviously, I can't just have anyone coming along with me, just random people, so they all need to be sort of appearing to be employed by me if they're going to follow me to this meeting. So I figured, why not dress them up a bit?
I see.
But yes, I'm thinking
Basically, we got
still-
outvoted.
Can I scratch myself
Who's
now?
Don't say that.
Jester.
I mean, I did ask if you guys wanted to come along, and you said yes. So then, obviously, this is
I
the
did
only
not,
course of
uh,
At
option.
no point did I say yes
I did
to
not
this.
say I wanted to go shopping.
No, I didn't say go shopping. I said, did you want to go with me to the meeting? If you're going to go with me to the meeting, you
Correct.
must look like you're going to be in a meeting with me. You can't just wear whatever you wear off the street, or you woke up in this morning and I like gesture to road. That would be ridiculous. Why would I have
Myth-
anyone in my employ that looked like that with that kind of dress code?
Mithra,
I-
what did you find out? Oh, 50
Hmm?
XP to Mithra before I forget for finding that the deed,
Address?
the address.
So that's potentially we have the address to his house. We don't even need to go to this meeting. Obviously, now I've been roped into a meeting and I cannot say that I would not go, because I do think it could be a good way to get him to sort of talk. And now that I have my...
I mean, I think
ahead.
you meeting with him should still be fine because I don't know what this address is.
It could be
It-
anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be nothing. It could be, I don't know. Did I get so the way does Maelhaven have a specific way addresses are written? So it would like kind of give me an idea. It's like, is this like a public building or does this seem like a personal address? Or
So yeah, addresses in Maelhaven are on kind of a like radians system, like a radius and radians. So it's like, oh yeah, off from due north, like this many degrees. That's the like the one street, because like all the streets here are like in kind of a wagon wheel pattern. At least on the more like civilized floors. So
So grid system,
Yes,
motherfucker.
yeah, it's not a grid system. It's very much like you're at the center of the spider web when you're at the like the largest elevators, and the small elevators are all at the ends of those like strands. So yes, you do know that this is an address and you could find your way there. I think I lost track of what your actual question was partway through that.
or like
Wants
does
to
it give
know-
me does it give me an idea? Like, you know how like a home address is generally like you know how like sometimes public addresses are, it's more obvious that it's like a public address versus like a home in the real world.
Like
Does
a
Maelhaven
suite
have something
number
similar?
versus
Yeah,
no
like is it like a suite number, blah
versus,
blah blah
like-
blah blah, or is it like
Is it 123 corporate center or 456?
This, yeah,
Suburban
this would
drive.
be yeah, this is more likely a residential address.
okay?
Do I recognize like the area it's in? Is it like on an upper floor, lower floor? Do we know?
Darling, you've never been down as low as 135.
Oh, good God! I didn't realize the address would be so low.
No,
With
you're on
a
floor
hovel.
135 before. You've never like this is outside of your depth.
Right, but I just meant like if we look at the address on the paper, is it like the same floor? Is it on the same?
Yes,
does it-
It's on this floor.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. No, you're good. Well, do we want to take the time to sort of do a walk by of this place before we go back to the meeting? And if it seems like his secret lair of whatever, do you guys want to just kind of do some little, like,
Perhaps
we have-
it's
Reconnaissance.
an unexpected delivery.
right?
So are you guys walking over to the address, or are you?
How much
to the
time do
house?
we have to the meeting? And how much time would it take to get over to the
At this
to
point,
the
you still have
location?
about an hour and a half. It's about a 15-minute walk from the Transmuters Guild.
50
Yeah,
minute
I'd like to-
walk there, 50
I'd-
minute walk back. So we have hour to snoop around.
Yeah. I would at least, I think we maybe should wait until after the meeting to like go in, but I wouldn't mind scoping the place out and seeing exactly what we're dealing with.
If it's even anything, it might
If
just
it's,
be
yeah, if it's it could be the address of his favorite restaurant. I don't know.
Sure, let's do that. And then I'll just like be like, okay, I'm gonna grab this, and I'll like grab all the little like uniforms that we've sort of
Put this in
compiled,
there.
and I'll like take them up to the register. And
So yeah,
I
you guys
guess-
complete your shopping. You get your outfits for everybody. Whether or not they wear them is up to them. So heading on out toward the to the address. You do find out it is in a like residential neighborhood. It's about halfway down this like unassuming like exurb level street. Like this is very like middle income, like middle class. The exterior of this looks super normal. Like almost disturbingly so. Like it is aggressively plain. Whereas most of the other houses on the street have things like lawn decorations, or some sort of personality to it. This one looks like that it was like bought from a catalog. So that's A. And then 2, the other thing that kind of twicks your self, like your perception of this place is, Taz, there's no better way to explain this than the ground feels hollow. Like your dwarven stone cutting is like you're walking above this and you're getting the sense that there's like empty space beneath you. And not in the normal way where it's like, yeah, you can tell that there's like other floors in this tower. This feels more like there's less under your feet than you would normally expect. You don't know how to describe it other than like it's a different texture, like walking on 2 different kinds of couch cushions.
Wait, what floor are we on right now? 130. What floor?
Yeah, 130. I will be confused, I guess, as I'm walking, and I'm just gonna like switch to walking on my tiptoes, like I'm afraid to put my weight down.
what
Also-
are you doing over there, Taz? Taz, that was the name, right? Is that short for something?
The ground fit. It's just Taz.
Okay.
The ground feels funny.
Ground feels funny.
My arm feels
Pause.
funny.
Did Trollo give 10 more memberships and no one shouted it out, or did I just miss that because I wasn't paying
I
attention?
shouted it out.
Texted.
Ah, yes, I just wasn't paying attention. Perfect. Resume.
So yeah, those are the 2 like major impressions that your group gets. Is like this house is like aggressively lacking in personality. And Taz is getting like
home.
and if Taz were a cat, you would be like seeing the bottle brush tail right now. Like all of her hairs are like standing on end.
Do I get any weird magic-y vibes?
Off the cuff? No. You can make an Arcana check if things like are twicking your.
Sure, why not?
Also, are we anywhere near the place where I was supposed to deliver my book?
No, that was back on your home floor. You live
Can
on 95, so you're like 40 floors above where you're supposed to be to deliver that book.
Could I have guided
Alright,
myself?
I'll just keep it.
Yeah, you're just like out in the middle of the street. Like you guys are like walking down a road right now. Is what this feels like.
Okay, so with guidance, you said Arcana?
Yeah.
17.
On a 17, you don't feel like any sort of like arcane issue here. Yeah, no, nothing really kind of like twists
Okay.
your perception of the place, like on a magical sense.
How busy is the street?
For the number of houses, you would assume to see more people out than there actually are. Like there's a couple like walking with a small child, but they're like a half a mile down the road and headed in the opposite direction from you guys.
Okay.
What you can see is that most of these houses have like large wagon ways or driveways with like driverless carriages.
It's okay, Road. One of
Okay.
these
Like,
days you will be
completely
able
pointless
to
in a
use
city
your
this
fists
small, but
again. Have
you
faith.
know, it's a
Enjoy
status
those
symbol.
little fights because you never know when
Mithra
you'll
will
have another
tap
one.
Kayla on the shoulder and be like, "Shall we
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
if-
you.
get a
Charles
bird's eye
Watson.
view? Get a bird's eye view?"
We might as well.
It's okay, Road. One of these days you'll be able to use your fists again. Have faith. Enjoy these little fights because you never know when you'll have another one.
True.
You know,
As he mutters
you
that,
did-
Road,
you did-
you just fought a bug.
I only got to hit it like once.
You had a
You'll be
nice
faster next
uppercut,
time.
and then you then you caressed its tongue lovingly.
I'm eating its tongue
Then you
still.
chewed
I'm
on
still
it.
chewing on it like a piece
Yeah.
of like.
So I mean, you gotta hit something today. That's
Wait,
a
will-
good day for you.
Mithra
Yeah,
just
I
seems
feel like I
vaguely
feel like
horrified. He caressed someone's tongue.
No,
Sorry,
no,
I'm
not
sorry.
someone's. It was a giant
Well,
monster
I
bug.
decapitated it
Oh no.
And then
all
I
right,
ate
Mithra,
its
you
tongue.
want to
Where
fly?
pray tell did this bug come from?
from a
It came
ball.
from a it came from a ball.
It came from a ball and you caressed its tongue. Okay.
And then we killed
Yeah,
it.
I'm flying away.
I don't
Alright,
know if I
so,
want to know anything about that romance
well,
novel.
Are we gonna go separate directions and take a look, or are we flying
No,
together and
let's
just on different
split up
wavelengths?
again.
We can cover different sides of the building.
Oh my god! All right,
Alright.
Road's gonna go off on his own. He's
Two
gonna.
birds, one stone. Haha.
Sounds good to me.
So in this suburban house, like it's not that big of a place. Like you guys can walk around it in the space of like maybe 30 seconds or so. What are you looking for? Like as you guys once again try to split the party.
No, I just want to perch on the house. Just be a weirdo.
Okay, like you're just being a gargoyle up there.
Is there an equivalent of
Um,
like a mail slot I can peek through or something?
Make a perception check.
Perception. There it is.
A mail slot
Oh,
at your height?
fucking-
Are you bending down?
Yes. So just bend down to rip the shirt clean in half.
That means everyone who's still on the ground has a nice, great view of his ass.
22.
22. So
keep
yeah,
rolling
Road, you
19s.
like you look around the front of the house, and Anna, check that high. So you're gonna get a couple of things. So you see the front of this house, and there are like windows on the front of it, and like as you're like looking around the yard, like where like is there anybody out in this place that's gonna like attack me? You walk up to the window, and like as you approach, there's not. It's almost like the hairs on the back of your neck, like that somebody is watching me feeling, and you turn around and look at the house directly across the street and watch the blinds like fall closed.
Ooh. That's not good.
So, and then you can then like turn around and then like look in the window. Inside the window, there like the blind or the curtains on the inside here are not well closed. And once you glance in, you can tell why, because the interior of this building is not furnished at all. The interior, like the front room here beyond this wall, looks like, like nobody lives here.
Huh.
It is bare floors and bare walls.
Alright, so someone from the other side of the street is watching us. This house seems like empty.
I'm sorry, did you say we're being watched and you just walked up to the fucking door and window and just looked in like a creepy sus neighbor?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Do we
So what
see?
you got to do is you got to look inside the other houses too.
Damage control.
I
Why
think
is it always
He left
my
it just that way, you know?
responsibility?
Wait, do we see who was watching?
The blinds have fallen closed by the time that Road points it out. Like,
What's the house look like of the peeping Tom? The peeping,
The nosy
yeah,
neighbor.
Tom, nosy neighbor.
so the house across the street, that more effort has been like made to personalize this one. None of you were from like the west coast
Because
of
it's funny,
Amethil,
Ottawa.
right? Nobody's from like Gale Run or
Where's
Shiver
where's Al-
Slate.
Oh no, I'm Almeda.
Yeah, Alameda's the other corner. You're very east coast.
Yeah.
So there's like the decoration on the outside of this building is like there's lots of like white linen drifting through the artificial breeze. Almost like streamers or ribbons that are like attached to these like chest high poles. For actually, I don't think any of you have enough of a touchstone for the cultural significance of it.
Nope.
I am proficient in history, but I mean, that
So
could be
am I.
Make a history check
your
if you'd
history.
like.
Could I also make
History
one for
check.
fun?
Yeah.
Let's
if you'd like.
see how much more terrible rolls I can do today.
I have
Oh,
an
okay, that's
approximate
mid.
knowledge of many.
Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the history check there.
13.
16 and a 13. The so like the decorations themselves like twig a little bit of a memory. Not that either of you have like experienced it or traveled there before. But a lot of the communities, like the desert communities in near Gin Point, do tend to like cover the exteriors of their buildings in white linen to reflect the sun and like cool down the interiors of the buildings. Part of you wants to say like collectively like, oh, this person might have come from the desert and like moved here.
Okay. Well, obviously now we need to look not as sus, so I think I'm going to go do some damage control, and you all should stay here. And I go to approach the front door, to knock on it.
Of the neighbor?
Yep.
I think it would just be more conducive just to not talk to them, since they're not coming out to confront us.
No, but they may be an informant of Professor Oakroot, and obviously we do not want to getting back that Othala Vandergrim has been snooping around his house.
All right, Othala's not paying attention. Road's gonna go
Weren't
around
you-
back and kick in the back door.
Rad.
Oh
Okay,
my
exciting.
God. I hate everything
No,
right
you
now.
keep doing your thing, Othala.
Fine.
I'm totally
Hold on,
with
we
you.
gotta whisper from a
Fuck
god.
this. What does it
Because
say?
it's-
Hold on. Let me
Because
go to
it's funny, Ottawa.
True.
Why
all
is
true.
Ottawa my name now? I don't like it.
So Othala begins to walk across the street, and it's as you like step up onto the other curb and like are somewhat in the midst of all of the little linen streamers, that you hear a kakoosh from the far side of the street. We're going to, as it is almost 9 o'clock, we're going to do a little bit of cutscene here. So Othala, the camera zooms away from you, back across the street, zooms out, back past the rest of the group, and then towards the back of the house. Zooms in on Road with his foot pushed through the door frame, with the door kind of like clattering onto the floor. Road, you walk into the back of this house, into what would normally be a kitchen. You can tell from like the hearth and like the areas that are clearly designed for food prep. Directly in front of the kitchen, like you can see through the doorway, there's the empty room that you had seen from the front of the house through the window. Off to the side, however, in what would normally be a like bedroom in this floor plan, there is the floor has been clearly like ripped up. The floorboards have been like stacked up in a corner here. And a closed trapdoor has been bolted to the marble floor of the the marble foundation of floor 135, and emanating up from like in between the cracks around the trapdoor are just the faintest little bits, like glimmering bits of this like magenta, like pinkish red light, leading into the space and just below the ground.
Well, shit.
So as the camera sees Road seeing this, we're gonna go ahead and call the session there tonight. As the group of you are gathered outside of this nondescript house, belonging to the most fucking sus member of the Transmuters Guild that any of you have had the misfortune to interact with, or not yet interact with.
Perfect.
So,
Good thing I'm doing this in a uniform. We're here for the grim, the grim house inspections.
No, you hadn't put it on yet.
Oh, I
Excuse
did.
me. Fuck this, dude.
Oh no, yeah, we're both wearing it.
we're repping.
No,
All right,
we're not
well,
gonna
I think
try.
you're the
I
only
hate
one
you
left
all.
tonight. So
If I don't in this campaign completely bankrupt in jail or killed by my own mother,
It's gonna
I
be
will
a miracle.
shocked. It'll be a miracle. Yeah, honestly.
We're gonna,
Yep.
come on, guys, we're gonna do a B&E.
I gave
Bacon and
myself
eggs.
a lot of fucking stakes and then got paired up with a bunch of fucking idiots who just have no tact. And then Mithra.
I already
and
drew
Kayla.
Road in the shirt that you forced him to get, so like, of course he's wearing it.
Oh my fucking god.
the peeling iron-on patch with a G on it,
Good night, friends. Make sure you hydrate.
like off
Thank you,
center
Rubik's
on like
Cuber.
the left. Oh wow! Thanks for making it through the end of the stream tonight. Sorry for the flub in the middle there.
Wait, who said that?
Oh no, the flub in the middle with the stream crashing halfway through.
Oh yeah.
I was half expecting Troll to be the only person still left in chat.
Oh, there were a couple of people hanging out. I'm not gonna bother with the raid because I think it's really just us and like 2 people. So
It's 7 in Twitch right now.
yeah, like 4 of them are us.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Not
game
at
the
Rubik's
system
Cube or
and make
42.
Twitch promote your channel.
Exactly.
I just like that. That's how I literally watch what's going on. Like, because I can actually see Max's little gifs in his doodle corner if I watch the stream. So I legitimately enjoy doing that because then I can see everyone's names bounce up and down. It's just a good visual.
I'm sorry, but you trying to do a makeover on Road was just that's what I pictured. It's just like the so far done. I
It's
scratched
not
myself
even
now.
that it was a makeover. It was a disguise. Literally just trying to like make sure you guys
This is
look
what
like you
happens
work
when the
for
poor
Othala.
fighter
Like
is
she's
left without
trying
any
to
fights.
legitimately help. And then Mithra
you
was
make
like,
this
"Let's not
much
break and
better."
enter. Let's not break and enter until after this meeting that we're supposed to be having." And then
Oh wait, someone said I did.
Road-
I was not paying attention to that
I mean, all I said was I would maybe like to not enter the place until after this meeting, but I'd like to scope it out. But it's
That's
fine.
what-
No, but we have found something. However, but that now this was my worry that we would find something, but then we now have this meeting, so we're on a time crunch.
And Othala is actually known to the building.
Exactly. And that is now the problem. Because yeah, I'm gonna have to basically do damage control on my own company. I mean, this is technically what my mom sends me for, but I'm now the cause of the damage control scandal. The scandal control.
You should
I
have
may have to kill
known.
someone today. I mean, I it's just like I might just have to get my hands dirty. Honestly, I'm think I might have to kill this man and maybe the neighbor across the street. Honestly. So
Settle
I-
down. Let's
that's
see
on-
what type of
that's on you
bullshit we
guys.
can spin first.
I thought you were saying you were gonna have to kill Rhodes.
Well,
Maybe.
you know, honestly, we might get there because right now, you're really, really cramming her style. You guys have not, like, other than just being real strong and beating people up, you've not shown a lot of tact as far as like, hey, let's keep it on the DL that we're doing some sus shit and being part of the Ember Coalition. No, you're just like, let me just put on a golden shirt for Grimtech and then breaking in her through someone's house in the middle of floor 130, whatever.
We're
Fuck.
doing it for security reasons. It's fine.
Sure.
We're just
yeah,
doing a
we're gonna have to-
security sweep.
Othela's gonna have to get real creative about her.
I mean, you
reasoning.
can just say that the building has been abandoned for a while and is marked for what's the term?
Demolition.
Not demolition, but like
Condemn.
like the term of
Reenchantment.
Condemn.
huh?
Condemn.
Condemned, yes.
Oh, condemned. Yeah. Actually, I was going to knock on the neighbor's house and ask about the property and say that like I was looking into some real estate locations and that I thought I'd seen this one up for sale and was looking to see if the owner was home and blah 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 or something like that. To try and just make them feel like we weren't being sus, but then you just crashed into the back room. So that plan's gonna have to kind of.
To be fair, the person that was spying on us couldn't see me breaking into the house from the opposite. So that's why I went to the back
Right.
door. So.
And that's true, and that is true. So I mean,
There's ways to get around
unless
this.
it's
Just
was
you know.
it clear that Othala heard the crash, or did she not hear the crash? Like, was it like very audible?
I blame Othala.
You were both
She's the leader.
outside.
She should
like,
know that
and
road would
only
do something
about,
like that.
What, 50, 60 linear feet are between the two of you when Road puts his foot through the back door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you would have heard like a like a yeah. It
So
was
I
audible.
know someone's doing something they're not supposed
Trollo
to be
Loxon
doing.
says, I blame Othala. She's the leader. She should know that Road would do something.
Oh,
like that."
except for I literally just met these people today. Let's get the timeline straight. I've literally
Last
just met
night?
them today. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
24
last
hours.
night. By which he tried to steal my bed.
You
and then
stole
since-
everyone else's bed first.
There were extra beds that people weren't using. And so she was just making herself comfortable. And then you wanted the bed that she had put her stuff on.
You know what?
Anyway.
You know
Alright,
what? You know
ladies,
what?
You're
Just
both pretty.
just as an aside,
Oh.
as he walks into the house, Road's just gonna like punch out one of the windows.
So Troll, Rubix, any actual viewers left in stream. Just to let you guys know, we're not going to be running D&D next week. I'm going to be out of town, so I'm not going to be able to run the game.
Yep.
So
How dare
Ooh,
you?
I didn't know this. I'm learning this just
there
now.
may be
Same.
another activity
dare
going
you.
on next Sunday.
Yeah, we'll figure out a different activity to do.
I think we should have an Othala v Road debate night. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No
Debate
notes,
night,
no fact
wow.
checking.
Debate.
Nobody
Maybe
gets the
eventually
questions
turn
ahead of
date.
time.
Next Sunday is now ruined.
I don't. Yeah. No fact checking.
No fact checking at all. It's
Yeah, no,
all
you
made
told me
up.
there
The
would be no
points don't
fact
matter. Oh no, Ripik said next Sunday's now ruined. Oh no,
I'm
I'm so
sorry,
sorry.
We'll be back the week after Rubik's. Actually, maybe I'll be coming back from Phoenix that weekend. I think.
Wait,
Oh boy.
Probably.
I thought you were gonna
Wait,
be
you're
here
coming
for
down to
Halloween.
Phoenix?
Oh no, you're right. We'll be back on for 1 week for sure, and then probably back on the 3rd.
I think Trololo wants to be an NPC to save the game next week. And by Luxon, you mean you want to be like it's like a Luxodon, like, right? Like you have to be a Luxodon NPC, so like a giant elephant person. Because I think that would be great with the name, honestly. A Luxodon is a D&D race that's a giant elephant person, like just a giant elephant with like just that stands upright like a human.
It's almost human. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out for tonight's
Yep.
stream.
I feel you, Rubix. I feel you.
Thanks for hanging out for tonight's stream.
Well,
I
before we
And
sign
if you-
off,
oh, go ahead.
We need chat to vote on MVP of the night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, who is the MVP?
Who's the MVP of the
Oh.
night? Go ahead. Yeah.
Control and whoever's left on YouTube.
Here.
Let us know who was the best player of the night.
Yeah. Should I do a poll? I should probably do a poll. Huh?
Or bonus XP.
Hmm.
And do we have any other XP being
Rubik
awarded?
just wants
for
Trollo to
things?
choose.
So the group gets to split 240 XP for finding the house.
Okay.
So that's 60 XP experience apiece.
We all get 100 for being here.
You get 100 for attendance.
Taz, Road,
And
Othello.
then we already distributed the stuff from the con.
Yep.
So, and sorry, I couldn't put
Road is
Ashley in
MVP
there.
according to Troll.
Does Othello get anything for helping that poor man with his soggy sandwich?
Oh, you should lose XP for that.
I'm kidding.
Do I get anything for successfully stealing some balls?
I thought about that too. I was like, that was pretty good. But not story relevant technically, so I feel like
Everything
the balls
is
are the reward.
Everything we do is story relevant.
Which
We
you'll never
are the
ever hear me
story.
say again. The balls are the reward.
And get
Sorry.
the party killed for next year.
Who's killing the party? No. I don't want to die.
Trollo says road for the MPV for breaking the door. I was thinking Mithra for actually like doing investigating and communicating and getting the address, but Road could be MVP too for beating up for pretending to be the one to get the kill on the monster and also beating down a door. Compensation XP, he says. Did we actually vote in?
You're right, Rubik's Cuber, I did. And it allowed Road to punch something. So I should get extra XP for that.
No.
I feel like we
Wasn't-
need like an elevator pitch of like why we deserve to be the the MVP before we actually like vote for the MVP, because apparently everyone's got a lot of feelings about how their character did. I, on the other hand, know my character did fuck all this time. I rolled so bad and also just didn't have.
No, your character did great.
Didn't really
Don't put yourself down.
set anything up.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Oh.
Okay, so in the 30 seconds we've got left, Othello, give it 5 seconds why you should be MVP.
I should be MVP because I made everyone wear amazing outfits and I looked fabulous.
Cool, that's it.
While
Ashley, your 5-minute pitch. Your 5-second pitch.
5
Best
seconds.
dressed.
Your best dressed.
Best dressed.
That's why.
All right, Kayla, what's your 5-second pitch for why you should be MVP?
I allowed us to have a fight this session.
That's
Rad.
pretty true.
Okay. Mithra, what's your 5-second pitch?
I was the only one who did anything to progress the plot.
Road, what's your 5-second
I
pitch?
sucked tongue and did a B&E.
And Taz, what's your 5-second pitch?
Holds up bloody great axe.
All right, if
All
this
very
changes
good
anyone's
arguments.
votes,
Oh, Hannah, I ended up rewriting some of the one sentence you wrote.
Rolo wants
I'll
to be
get-
wrote a
MVP.
lot of sentences. Thank you very much. And I don't care if they got rewritten. I just wanted points for writing notes.
What? You wrote one sentence.
No.
Thrall
Oh,
gets 1,000 XP for all the subs. So by the time that Thrall's NPC actually shows up, he's going to be
he's gonna be
like
fucking level
level
20,
90.
dude. Yeah.
He is God, so just second to you.
He is a god.
One of the gods. We do have a multi-pantheon sort of situation going on in D&D, so there's not just one god.
Lord Sun, that's awesome that you've just started your own campaign. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hopefully you guys have infinite hours of fun.
Yeah. As D&D should be.
Yep.
So good.
All right, so from what I can tell, Road gets the MVP for today.
Woo! How much experience is that?
It's an extra 100.
Yeah.
And Road
I
never
thought it was
used his inspiration, so that goes away.
Ah!
50 XP for MVP.
50 for MVP. Damn, I could have leveled up. It's fine.
Aw. I would have voted for you to be MVP, Mithra, because I do agree that you move the plot forward, and Road should not be rewarded for complaining about his
That's
circumstances
up to
of not
chat.
getting to beat anyone
Honestly.
up. I know! I'm
If
just
you wanna
saying, if
argue with
I
chat.
had a say,
Do a better pitch
You
next
know.
time.
Yeah,
Well,
next week we'll start doing
give my own
5-second
bit.
pitches for
If
why
you
you should be
yeah.
if you
MVP
want to win,
before
you
we
gotta
vote.
learn to suck
Yeah,
tongue.
like-
I
Oh,
don't want to
Jesus.
suck tongue, thank you though.
Like,
That's your
stop
thing.
saying it like that.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Nice.
Have a good one, folks. Have a great
Bye.
evening, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.